Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new folk horror film, Lord of Misrule. And this is from director William Brent Bell, who recently did Orphan, First Kill, and did The Boy and the Devil Inside. So obviously Brent Bell has plenty of experience doing horror films, and this time taking it full-blown folk horror. And we watch the desperate search for a young daughter of the town's new minister, and this new minister played by Tuppence Middleton, and Ralph Ineson as one of the town elders, who really leads all of these folksy pagan kind of rituals. And this film really works in its first 20 minutes and its last 20 minutes. And that's a shame because everything else in between just feels like a string of not scary kinds of jump scares. It deals with a lot of obnoxious tropes of missing person stories where none of it really feels interesting or dynamic. And this really borrows a lot from The Wicker Man and films like that, in terms of this folk horror kind of feel. You definitely get the vibe that Ralph Ineson is the Christopher Lee character from The Wicker Man. And this story, I do really think that Middleton does a great job of anchoring the film as a protagonist. And the performance that she gives is layered, it's emotional, we get behind her. Now, some of the characters are really dumbed down and make some really dumb decisions to keep this search going way longer than it probably should have. Honestly, this probably could have just been 90 minutes instead of an hour and 45 minutes. It just felt like the whole entire second act just felt so uninspired and dragging. But that opening scene of really getting to see them set up this community with these ritualistic pagan experiences and putting on these shows, that was very interesting. It added some depth and really brought life to the town that this film takes place in. And then the later parts of the third act, where it starts, stuff really happening, and you really get to see some haunting imagery, some really shining moments for both Middleton and Ineson, and some really shocking moments. And, I wish this film didn't feel so darn familiar and so overdone, because otherwise this did have some really strong elements. And if you really are into folk horror, I think this has enough for it to be an entertaining experience for you. So, not a hard not recommend, but this probably will only really capture the interest of folk horror fans out there. And it's not great, but it definitely plays a lot of the same beats as some of the ones that you probably do love. But those are my thoughts on Lord of Misrule. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.